And our shout out tonight is for a veteran reporter who has now become his own boss and his own editor. Jerry Mitchell has created the Mississippi Center for Investigative Reporting and continues to stir things up, as you will see, going back, following up on old stories to make sure officials keep to their promises to make things better.
It all started with a cell phone call from an inmate back in 2013. Hey, I want to tell you about all the corruption that's going on inside the prison and all these beatings and various things that are happening, and nothing's being done about them.
It was a call to action for investigative journalist Jerry Mitchell 6 years ago, leading to a damning expose in the Clarion Ledger in Jackson, Mississippi, and a series of supposed reforms in the state prison system.
And all of a sudden, I keep getting reports of things getting worse.
So once again, Mitchell is on the case, now turning up evidence of how the understaffed prisons are really being run by criminal gangs.
In lockdown, we joined the Mississippi Center for Investigative Reporting and ProPublica to investigate critical understaffing.
This video, obtained by the Marshall Project, shows what officials call a gang-ordered murder on an inmate, seen running from his attackers, trying to get away, trapped in a shower cell, stabbed 10 times, and left for dead. One of 4 gang killings inside this prison alone.
It's a horrible situation, and basically, even top prison officials have admitted that the gangs are in charge of these prisons. So we've uncovered all these things of how gangs control how prisons operate.
How did it come to be that the gangs, not the warden and the guards, run the prison?
Well, if you don't have enough officers, like if at night, if all you have is a tower officer and really no what they call floor walkers, we exposed in South Mississippi Correctional Institution time after time this happened.
So, as a journalist, this is a real challenge because you can't be inside there.
Exactly.
You have to rely on them talking
Yes.
to you. And can you trust their accounts? How do you verify and double check what they tell you?
That's a great, well, you piece it together. You use inmates, you use reports, you use incident reports and things like that. You use correctional officers who work there. Really to kind of get a picture. I love reporting on hidden worlds, and this is like one of them.
It's become a big issue in Mississippi.
This cell phone video surfaced last week.
And once again, Mitchell's investigative reporting is making waves in Mississippi.
And part of the prison on fire.
Investigate TV have uncovered alarming staff shortages at prisons across the country.
There is simply not enough manpower in place to keep tabs on the more than 3,000 inmates that are housed there.
Back at it again, Brian. Yeah, they're not happy with it. A lot of silence. Most of this time, they've kind of just circled the wagons.
But prison officials have acknowledged the problem.
When you don't have the appropriate level of staff, safety is a concern.
Before his new series on prison exposés, Mitchell made big news when he obtained this photograph of 3 Mississippi college students posing with guns in front of the bullet-ridden sign commemorating the death of Emmett Till, a 14-year-old African-American who was lynched in 1955 after being accused of the rape of a white woman.
I had a friend of mine say, this looks like a trophy shot, so instead of a 10-point buck, they're standing in front of the Emmett Till sign, It's just very disturbing.
The 3 students, all members of an Ole Miss fraternity, were suspended. Another black eye for Mitchell's home state.
As a reporter, your obligation is not to protect somebody's reputation. It's ours is to tell the truth.
So you're really filling a huge gap in local investigative journalism.
We really feel we are, Brian. It's an important thing. I know you feel and I feel, investigative reporting is so key. It's so important to our democracy to make it work right. We have to know. Citizens have to have knowledge of what's really going on.
Indeed. So our shout out tonight for Jerry Mitchell and the Mississippi Center for Investigative Reporting and all those who have supported it, including our own executive producer, Rhonda Schwartz, who serves on the center's board. That's our program for tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you back here next week.